Today is the deadline for several pro-Trump lawyers to turn over documents to the House committee investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Attorneys Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, and Jenna Ellis are all part of the group subpoenaed to submit records by today. Lawmakers also want to give them to give in-person testimony next week. So let's bring in CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson to talk more about these subpoenas. It's great to see you, Jessica. So what sort of documents were included in this request?
Basically, any documents related to what they were doing when in the aftermath of the election. So they're asking for documents related to, for instance, Rudy Giuliani saying, can we seize voting machines? They're asking for documents related to, for instance, Sidney Powell filing these suits that claimed that there was voter fraud, but in fact, there was no voter fraud. So nothing dealing with attorney-client privilege, but they're trying to find out what happened with respect to all of this misinformation and disinformation. Who was behind it, what exactly was said, and particularly for things like let's seize the voting machines, they want to know how that came about and why exactly Rudy Giuliani perhaps thought he had legal authority to do that when in fact he did not.
So what are the consequences for these attorneys if they don't turn over the documents?
Yeah, great question. So we've actually seen this play out with respect to Steve Bannon. So you could be found to be in contempt of Congress. So this House Select Committee could say, we're going to vote to refer this to the Department of Justice. Then the full House votes. And then the Department of Justice makes an independent assessment as to whether or not they want to prosecute this. The House also has inherent contempt authority. They could decide to use that. And the House could decide to go to court. So they've got a number of different avenues. I think what we would see here is basically a repeat of what we saw with respect to Steve Bannon, which is let's refer this to the Department of Justice. And that's basically what the head of the House Select Committee has telegraphed, that they would take that route again.
Except there's a fly in the ointment, Jessica, because the former president, President Trump, made some comments recently about potentially pardoning some of the participants in the January 6th attack. So how could that complicate these prosecutions? If you're Rudy Giuliani or, Sidney Powell, and the former president dangles a potential, because there's a lot of things that have to fall. There's a lot of things that have to happen before he can actually ever carry out those promises or threats. But still, you never know. I mean, criminals, that's what they do. They hold out for hope. So how could this complicate the prosecution?
A fly, a bee, a wasp in the ointment. I mean, this is a really big fly. So to both of your points, of course, he's saying something that could amount to obstruction of justice. But to your point, also, it's pretty attenuated at this point. This is something that I believe we all talked about when he was, in fact, the president, but not now that he's not in office, because there's, I think, too many links in the chain. It's if I run, if I win, and then if I follow through on this. But I think because he's a private citizen, because he has no pardon power at this point, it would probably be difficult to go forward with an obstruction of justice claim. But once he does have that power, that's exactly the type of thing you look for, right? You don't have to cooperate with this investigation because you have a get out of jail free card.
So the White House did hand over some documents. Some documents were handed over from the Trump White House, but some of them had been ripped up. And I think people sort of don't understand, or maybe they don't know, maybe they do know, that, almost everything that is written in the White House is part of the public archives. You're not supposed to rip something up and throw it in the trash. It will be taken out of the trash, pieced back together, and kept in the archives. So I'm wondering if there are any sort of legal implications. I don't know. A lot of these documents had to be taped back up again.
Yes, reportedly like a jigsaw puzzle. So yes, absolutely, there are legal implications. Exactly as you said, these are not personal documents. These are the documents of the office of the president. And there are statutes that say this is government property. What happens when you try and destroy government property? You, in fact, can be prosecuted for that. Now, I don't know if that's what's going to happen in this case, but there are a whole host of criminal statutes that cover this situation that say, don't try and tear up government documents. And in fact, presidents, your documents belong with the National Archives. So could there be a case where, this is prosecuted against the former president? Potentially, but it's hard for me to imagine, frankly, a world in which that's what we decide to go after him for.
Right. Jessica Levinson, thank you very much. Little dumpster dive in there.
Yes, for sure.